She writes, "The pages appear black and white, the words perfectly defined, and the script is clean and crisp. The story, though, the story is gray and blurry and doesn't make any sense at times. All too often we hear, don't judge a book by its cover. But yet, why do we spend so much time perusing the covers of books at Borders and at the library? Because we don't have time to read them all, and many of the stories we're really not that interested in. Yet we'll spend an hour just on the surface, just passing by. Life is very similar, hence many of us spend so much time on our covers. For me, the cover doesn't really match the inside. As I've talked about, I wasn't perceived as being a lesbian or as necessarily being strong, but inside is very different than how we label ourselves in our covers. What's become problematic is that I let a cover change my storyline. I was writing this story, a gory tale of feeling my nails scratch across my face, feeling misplaced, itching to settle into a skin, a cover that felt like my true self, but I was lost in some other tale, and it was beginning to taste stale. A fable in which I was never able to see a happily ever after. Just disaster. Just ask her. The girl on the street with the beautiful pink cover, her story would shake you. She writes about a family with a white picket fence, the church picketing their yard as parents pick their eyelashes out because their son just came out as gay and their daughter is halfway to juvie and their credit, it's on its way to hell and their hopes are headed nowhere and they're blaming themselves as they should, she writes. Their contract included take responsibility. But instead of taking responsibility, they took a blind eye. They took dreams right out of the sky. They took each other's aspirations. They took each other's good intentions. And did I mention that the last thing they took out of the library was a book labeled self-help? Inside, the pages were blank. I want to make a proclamation, an infinite condemnation that what they took, but I'm too late because they took their lives. See, we live in this world where we're constantly seeking to take the easy road. We're looking for easy street, hearing good old Miss Hannigan, Rooster, and Lily singing away, easy street. Yet the road that's been paved before us, that wide open road you can easily stroll that's calling, easy street, always calling me. The paved road with directions of exactly where to go. Don't you get it? No? No? Have you ever asked yourself why Easy Street is empty? Just a paved empty road waiting for you. Why is there a yellow brick road lying waiting for you and your closest of kin to begin a journey? A road all paved makes for little debating as we link arms and mindlessly skip, assuming there's no way we'll trip. Maybe, if you're the Tin Man, but he's just clumsy. Where are the others, though? Where are the success stories with the shiny covers on their books? All those who have traveled this path laying before you. Where is your map? Oh, there wasn't one? There was just a road. There, waiting. Well, how did it get there? Who made it? Who decided that this was the best direction to take? What if it was a mistake? And now we're all gaily skipping, seeming fake as the future is bleak and you assume it's bright, and before you know it, you're so out of sight, out of mind, out of touch with reality. Come back, please. But you're too far headed down easy street. See, that road is terrifying. There are no survivors. Sure, a lot of Disney characters with big plastic smiles skipping for miles in a delirious state to an uncertain fate. I skipped and I tripped with a bottle of wine and an obsessed mind and a lack of food and a hopeless mood and a body that was gagging from overconsumption as I was gaily skipping past a land of munchkins with a witch and a twitch and a house on a string blowing in the wind as we're singing Easy Street. What? We love you, Miss Hannigan. We're not running away. We're just off to see the wizard. The most wonderful wizard of, oh my God, finish the book. My mind is breaking. My bind is breaking. The cover forsaking the truth that this fairy tale ends in a nightmare. This isn't fair. How do I get off this road so clean? What do you mean, baby? You're on easy streets. But there's no one here, and I fear the road was not the road I was meant to take. I knew this was a mistake. See, the mind gets unclear when blocked by fear. As I said last week, when you drop below 90 pounds, your brain begins to shrink. Poor judgment results, and it's nobody's fault, and sometimes we're spinning, we're thinking that we're winning, wrapping the book in a shiny cover, but what we discover is that it's just a work of fiction, a satire. And my prediction is you'll get tired of yellow bricks and easy streets because there's no one to meet, because no one succeeds on easy streets. It isn't science, history, geography, or even Disney. Not a manual, a guide, a pamphlet on life, not a whale of a tale or a legend of a man with a scroll of his soul written in the palm of a giant's hand. It's an autobiography. And I want to write a success story.